In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Kai Sotto up against Emoni Bates. Kai Sotto is a very good basketball player coming from the Philippines who is super young, who is playing in the NBL in Australia this year, while Emoni Bates is still in high school going into a senior year in the United States. Both of these players could be potentially in the same NBA draft in a couple of years, so let's get down and let's check out these two amazing basketball players. First off, Kai Sotto is currently playing against men. That is going to be the biggest difference, and here we can see him going up against Boban Marjanovic. Something that Kai Sotto is very good at is using his feet, but also knowing where to get on the basketball court. Here, the opposing team is running a 2-3 zone defense, and Marjanovic did not see, or at least was not expecting, Kai Sotto to cut in behind him into what I call the Russian spot, which is right there. Anyways, but from there, what we see is Kai Sotto, who notices that Boban is guarding him now, and there's a couple of different options he has. He's scanning the court, obviously. He knows that he could go up for the shot, or he could pass to another very good center on the Philippines. And Kouame is a very good center who can score from that distance as well. However, what we do see is Kai Sotto, he attacks that rim. He goes for a two-footed jump stop, and then what he's able to do is he's able to do that quick hook over top of Boban, which is a very powerful and good move, especially over a very skilled defender and NBA player. Kai Sotto is also able to defend bigger players like Boban. Here, he's able to keep Boban out of that half circle where that ball is going to be ending up. That's where this player was expecting Boban to get that ball. But because of Kai's strength, he was able to keep Boban out of the area where that ball was going to go, and that allowed Kai Sotto to essentially get that steal. He's obviously looking for a foul, but they're two big men, and they're going to be battling it out anyways. I do like how Kai Sotto is starting to become quicker with that ball. As soon as he catches it, he scans the court. He understands that that defender's coming down, so there's no sense sending up a lob to him. He needs to go up for that quick floater, and that's what he did from in this clip, and that's an absolutely amazing move that he can do. Kai Sotto is also very good at coming off of that screen and roll. Here, he's able to go up with power for the massive slam. Kai Sotto is also starting to develop a jumper, and with moves like this where he's able to do these quick jab steps to get that defender onto his heels, he can pull up for these mid-range jumpers, and he could be very successful coming off of the screen and roll like we just seen, plus these mid-range jumpers could be extremely good for Kai Sotto. I would like to see him stretch more into that three-point line, but I think that's going to happen in the NBL. He's also very good at getting behind 2-3 zones. Now the issue is the NBA they are switching over to more and more teams running zones. However, I don't see it's going to be a full-time type of defense in the NBA, but with his ability to get behind a zone that's been lifted up because the team's running a 1-3-1 offense, well, guess what? With him being able to get into that Russian spot, he can really destroy defenses. He's also not afraid to give out contact and do hard fouls and hard blocks against players who are driving towards the rim. Kai Sotto is also very good at passing the ball here. We can see that he was going to go for that baby hook in the middle of the key, but he's able to dump it off to one of his teammates for that teammate to get a nice easy shot. Meanwhile, with Emoni Bates, what we do see a lot of with him is the ability to handle the ball out on the perimeter. They aren't exactly the same position, but he's able to get to his spots a lot better. Here we can see that he does a quick in and out jab with that ball handling skills. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Two dribbles towards that baseline, quick hop step back or step back technically, two-footed landing, two-footed shot. Fantastic. This is what you're looking for in an elite player as well. What you will be seeing with Emoni Bates over Kai Sotto is his ability to really want to shoot that three-point shot. Kai Sotto is very good at the three-point line. He can hit shots. He's roughly around 25 to 30%. But Kai Sotto is more wanting and willing to go into the key, while Emoni Bates really wants to shoot more threes, it seems like. We can see this here with that quick double hesitation crossover. It's a fantastic move, and that really does get your defender moving side to side, but it also gets them down, what we can see right here, onto their heels. And when that happens, you as a player need to pull up for your shot because they are already at a disadvantage to try and block you. Now, if you see as a player a screen coming up and you know or hear that hedging player or that player who's playing defense on the screener is calling for a screen, what you can do is do a quick hesitation or a quick jab cross that we see here towards that screen. You can then attack that side, do a quick snatch back. Here he does it behind his back and he's able to get up for a shot. The reason why you want to do this is because now with that quick jab cross towards that screen, especially if he is calling out for that screen, that your main defender is going to try and go over top of that screen, which then allows you to get the advantage going away from that screen. Emoni Bates is also very good at passing. Now here he again uses that same strategy, acting like he's going to use that screen, but then goes back the opposite direction. Attacks the middle of the key, pulls up that hedging player, and the best part is he's got teammates who also run off ball, and he's able to make these amazing passes as well. That was a nice one-handed pass to his teammate cutting baseline. Now, something that both Emoni Bates as well as Kai Sotto are very good at is driving and attacking that rim and finishing in the key. Here we do see Emoni Bates coming off of that screen, attacking that hedging player, and he's able to then attack that player, take his 2 steps, and then he rises up. Now, the difference is Kai Sotto generally goes towards his defender while Emoni Bates tries to shy away. However, both are very good at the defensive side of the game. Emoni Bates is more better as a help side defender or at least a double team partner. Meanwhile, Kai Sotto is very good when it comes to low post and blocking shots as well. One thing that I really do like about Emoni Bates is he's not like your regular high school player. Look what he's doing right now. Very close game, 4th quarter, 3:18 left in the game. He is telling his teammates to settle down, we can either run our offense, we can do this. And then he walks the ball up the court, gives his team a little bit of time to set up. This is something that you don't usually see from players at the high school level. Usually you will see players, especially in tight game situations, who will get that steal and they will try to attack right away, which is still okay. You can do that. However, if your team may have been rushing throughout the last couple of possessions, you can just say, hey, settle down, we got this, let's just run our offense. And that is something that you see from experienced players. Meanwhile, Kai Sotto and Emoni Bates are both very good players, very similar and close in age. However, we do see Kai Sotto, who is a couple of years older. He has already graduated high school last year, even though he had to reclassify for the NBA because of that. He's gone down to the NBL, again playing with men. Meanwhile, Emoni Bates will be going into high school this year and he's got college next year. Meanwhile, with Kai Sotto, he's got a 2-year contract in the NBL, so he could break the 2nd year, go to the NBA, or he could play both years, be 21 years old going into the NBA draft in 2 years. And at that point in time, these 2 players could meet up in the same draft. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player and understand Emoni Bates as well as Kai Sotto's game. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.